QST, QST, QST. Good evening. This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Delta Whiskey Foxtrot, calling the Emergency Amateur Radio Club net. My name is Todd, and I'll be your net control station tonight's net. This net meets Monday through Saturday at 1930 HST on the lengthy EM and ERC repeaters, except on certain holidays and when general membership meetings held on the third Thursday of the month. The purpose of this net is to familiarize and train railroad amateurs in general net operations and for public service and emergency net settings. This net is open to all radio amateurs. We especially welcome our new licensed hams, those visiting us from mainland or abroad, and our friends on neighboring islands. This is a directed net, and all traffic shall pass through net control. For clarity at check-in, we encourage the use of ITU phonetics. The use of the word break should only be used to interrupt regular net operation event of emergency. Once the emergency is taken care of, we will resume the net. Net controls now stand by for stations with emergency priority times of traffic. Call now or you may break anytime. Nothing heard. We'll start off with our short-time mobile stations first, and then we'll take check-ins from anyone with announcements, HF reports, traffic reports, weather reports, solar reports, hurricane reports, surf reports. Yeah, I think I covered them all there. And then we'll take check-ins from any newly licensed hams or visiting station, mainland or abroad, or friends on neighboring islands. And then we'll take check-ins from our low-power and portable stations, 8 watts or less. And then we'll take general check-ins by repeaters thereafter. I was just notified here a few minutes ago that 8.8 may not be connected, or maybe standalone, or... Anyway, we'll find out during the net. When you check in, please let me know what repeater you're coming in on. So without further ado, if you're short-time mobile like to check in, please call now. They're Bula and Joe and Rob.
Alpha Hotel 6 Hotel, shorter time, no traffic. Thanks for being the net control station tonight, Todd. I'm on the 6.98 repeater. This is Bula. AH6H.
Alpha Hotel 6 Victor Golf Joe on the 9.8 short of time, no traffic. Thanks, Todd. AH6VG.
India, Bob on the 8.6 repeater tonight, no traffic, WH6I.
Alright, let me see if I have it here, folks. Alright, net control action knowledge. Alpha Hotel 6 Hotel Bula coming in on the 9.8, no traffic. Alpha Hotel 6 Victor Golf Joe Kakako on the 9.8 with no traffic, good signal. And one of our net controllers, Whiskey Hotel 6 India, and that's Bob, whose net is tomorrow night. And right after Bob's net is, of course, Dr. Frank's Swap and Shop. And Bob came in on the 8.6 machine, so we do have some connectivity. All right, let's go ahead and do another round of short-time mobile. If you're short-time mobile, like to check in, please call now.
This is Kilo Hotel 6, Mike Oscar India, Bernard. Shorter time, no traffic on the 8.8 tonight. Thank you, Todd, AH6MOI.
November 9, Sierra Bravo Lima, Gary. Short time on the 9.8. Also like a signal report, no traffic.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Romeo Tango. This is Doug. I'm on the 8.6 repeater tonight. Thanks, Todd, for taking in that short on time. No traffic, W86GRT.
Alrighty, I give it a good long pause for the cause there, and I did pick up some more stations. Another net controller, Kilo Hotel 6 Mike Oscar India Bernard, coming in on the 8.8 machine. Yeah, he said 8.8 machine. Anyway, great signal, and I got you up for no traffic there, Bernard. And a station long time no see. November 9, Sierra Bravo Lima, Gary on the 9-8, no traffic. Good to hear you out there. And then Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Romeo Tango, Doug on the 8-6 machine with no traffic, great signal. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thanks for checking in. And now let's go to anyone with announcements. You know the drill. WH6DW standing by. All right, nothing heard. I will give a weather report for the roundtable portion of our net tonight, so hopefully we'll get some more folks to join us. Especially Perry's surf report. He tickles me with that. What does he call that monkey? Anyway, hopefully he'll come back. I'll get to know his name eventually. All right, let's move on to any newly licensed stations or visiting stations, mainland or abroad, or our friends on neighboring islands like Joe, Stan, Rob, Paul. Please call now.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Charlie Yankee Delta, Joe, Kalani Maui on the 6-8, no traffic. Good evening, Todd.
This is Kilo Hotel 6, Hotel Golf Span on the 8-8. No traffic at this time. I'm Marco Walsh, Maui, and thanks, Todd, for taking a net. Have a good weekend. Whole week, rather. K6883.
Whiskey Hotel 7, Quebec. Paul on Molokai. On the, I'm not sure which machine, and it's dark. I can't see the dial on this FT65. Anyhow, thanks for taking the net tonight, Todd, and no traffic. WH7QQ.
Alrighty, Net Control would like to acknowledge Whiskey Hotel 6, Charlie Yankee Delta. There was someone that was doubling with Joe, but Joe would just blew them out of the water. It didn't make a difference who it was. He was coming in full speed. So, and then we had Kilo Hotel 6, Hotel Golf, Stan, with no traffic, great signal. And then Whiskey Hotel 7, Quebec, Paul. Came in there too. Great signal. Thank you very much. Got you down. Now, I'm going to suspect that station that tried to get in at the same time as Joe, that didn't make it, didn't hear their voice at all. But I'm going to guess it was Rob because he did a signal check before I started the net. So let's see if that's Rob and Kula, where the Kula Lodge burned down today. But anyway, I'm going to stand by, see if Rob wants to come in. WH6DW here with the ERC Nightly Net.
This is Kilo Hotel 6, Papa X-Ray Mike. Earlier when I tried the 8-8 repeater, it was not working, but now it is. Go figure. So this is KH6PXM, short of time, no traffic.
Wow, the miracle of modern science. Well, anyway, Net Control like knowledge. Kilo Hotel 6, Papa X-Ray Mike. Rob. Thanks a lot for checking in there, Rob. Got you down. All right, let's move on to low power and portable stations, 8 watts or less. That's you. Please call now.
Alpha Hotel 6, Whiskey India. Colony 6 from Salt Lake with a stock antenna for the Yaesu VX6R. No traffic, Mahalo Todd, AWI. Alpha Hotel 6, Whiskey November. I'm trying to get into 8-8 machine from Ava Beach with 5 watts going through an antenna on my roof. H6, Whiskey November, no traffic.
This is Whiskey
Hotel 6, Romeo Echo Golf, 5 watts. Kapule on the 8-8.
No traffic tonight. You have a good evening. WH6RJG.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Hotel Bravo Romeo. This is Dario in Cunha, running 5 watts on the 8.6. I got no traffic. Thanks for taking the net, Todd. WH6HBR.
This is Alpha Hotel 6 Mike Uniform, running 5 watts into the 8.6 machine. Good evening. I have no traffic. AH6MU.
Kilo Hotel 6 India, this is Mike in Hawaii Kai. No traffic, thanks for doing the net, Todd. K86I.
At 1942 HST, this is WH6TW here with the ERC Nightly Net, and I'd like to acknowledge all these stations. But first I want to say, it doesn't feel like a Monday. Maybe I just had too good of a time at the air show yesterday. Man, I wiped out by the time I got home last night. But anyway, let's see. Starting off that round, at the top of that round, Alpha Hotel 6 Whiskey India. Carl on the 8.6, no traffic. Stock antenna, not bad. And then a station I'm not familiar with, or I'm new to, Alpha Hotel 6 Whiskey India. Keith on the 8.8. Fairly new ham, too. Anyway, we hope you become a regular and check in every night, except for Sunday nights, because there's not going to be anyone here. But Monday through Saturday, every night, 7:30. Let me reset here. And all the way from Jamaica, Kilo Hotel 6 Romeo Echo Golf. No, I'm just kidding. But last week he checked in. He sounded like he was transmitting all the way from Jamaica. And I was joking around with him, too. So, anyway, Reggie, great signal tonight. Thanks for checking in. And then, Dublin, same time, Whiskey Hotel 6 Romeo Juliet Golf. Ronald, great signal. Got you down with no traffic. And from the fire zone, Whiskey Hotel 6 Romeo Bravo. Let me start that again. Whiskey Hotel 6 Hotel Bravo Romeo. Dario and Kania. They got Kania Road closed and they got some big brush fire. Did you know about that there, Dario? Over?
Yes, I did know about it. We can see it from our drive home right on Cunha Road. WH6HBR.
All right, WH6HBR, WH60W up here. Hey, be careful out there. You know, the good news is the winds are very light right now because of Hurricane Harriet, which I was going to talk about during the roundtable portion. It's going to be miserable the next few days. Moving on, Alpha Hotel 6 Mike Uniform, Bob, on the 8.6 machine. Great signal. Thanks a lot, Bob. And from Hawaii Kai, Kilo Hotel 6 India, Mike. Great signal there, Mike. And thanks for doing the swap and shop last Tuesday. And I'm going to assume that you're going to do it again tomorrow night, but too early to tell. Anyway, thanks a lot there, Mike. Good to hear you out there. All right, let's go ahead and do another round of low-power portable stations, 8 watts or less. Please call now.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Charlie Golf Evan on the 680 and no traffic. Thanks, Todd. W86ECG.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Hotel Echo Zulu, Ever Beach, calling into the 88 machine, no traffic. Whiskey Hotel 6 Hotel Echo Zulu.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Alpha Juliet, Ernie on the 88, no traffic. Thank you, Todd. W86GAJ.
November 0 Sierra Echo X-Ray. This is Joshua on the 8.6. Thanks, Todd, for doing that.
no traffic, N0SEX.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Delta Bravo Alpha, George on the 86, 5 watts on the move through Mount Ely. No traffic, W86 DBA.
Alrighty, at 1947 HST, this WH6 DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. I'd like to announce the following station. Another new station for me, too. Starting off that round, all the way from the windward side, Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Charlie Golf, Evan. Great signal there, Evan. Thanks for checking in. And, yeah, Evan's probably the only one here that had to wear his earplugs the whole weekend. Anyway, just kidding there, Evan. And then a station I'm not familiar with, but same last name. Whiskey Hotel 6, Hotel Echo Zulu, Chloe. Chloe, did your father bribe you in becoming a ham operator, or did you really want to do this? Back to you there, Chloe. WH6DWF.
Asked to do it, and he helped me do it.
Well, Chloe, that's a really, really good dad. And I hope he told you that every astronaut is a ham, too. And having that on your resume will get you hired to most jobs, too. Especially if they're technical in nature. So, yeah, you're going to have a bright future there, Chloe. Keep checking in. All right, moving on. And I was just talking about this. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Alpha Juliet. Doesn't really need an introduction, but Chloe, here's a ham you should follow. He's a great guy, and he's the big boss here in town. So, anyway, you got to keep checking in, Chloe, to know, you know, Ernie here who checked in, who he is. Anyway, we'll keep the suspense going for a little while there, Chloe. But I think you're going to be very excited. Next, November 0, Sierra Echo X-Ray, Joshua. I always get the E and X kind of mixed up there, Joshua, but I got you down. Thanks a lot. And all the way from the leeward side of the island, Whiskey Hotel 6 Delta Bravo Alpha, George from the American Legion. Yeah, he's like our big boss over there, American Legion. Thanks a lot there, George, for checking in. Got you down. And you said you're mobile. You're great signal tonight. So thanks a lot for checking in. All right, let's go ahead and do general check-ins by repeater now. We'll start off with the one closest to me and moving clockwise. That'd be the Diamond Head repeater, the 146.880. If you're on that machine and like to check in, please call now.
Kilo Hotel 6 Delta, Ron on the 88 repeater, no traffic.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Echo Juliet, calling from Eva Beach, no traffic.
Should have known. WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. First station checking in was Kilo Hotel 6 Delta. Ron, thanks a lot, Ron. You had a great signal, and you didn't sound like you're mobile. You had such a great signal. And then, and I'm talking about the next station. Father, daughter. Of course, the wife has got a ticket, too. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Echo Juliet. And they're all in capital A. And you know what? We just had a military couple that got their ticket here, and then they just moved to a new base out there in Maryland. What's the chances this family's in the military? I'm going to go ahead and let Amanda jump in there and kind of give us a hint. Amanda, we have this net every night except for Sunday. Same time, same repeaters. But anyway, Amanda, So did he bribe you too, or was this something that the whole family really wanted to do really bad? Over to you there, Amanda.
When we were here last time, we are with the military. When we were here, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, we, my husband and I both got our licenses, and then now we're back. So. Sorry. So we're now the whole family's part of the family. My the 9-year-old wanted to get her license, and the 7-year-old wants to get hers, but we gotta work on her math skills before she can do the test. So.
Well, don't tell her you can still pass the test without the math. No, let her work on the math for sure. Anyway, customary and by FCC Part 97 rules, always in your transmissions with your call sign. So, Amanda, thank you very much for checking in tonight.
Whiskey Hotel
Joey
6 Golf Echo Juliet out.
So, thank you very much, all of you. But go ahead, Amanda. Go ahead and close out your call.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Echo Juliet out.
This is what makes this hobby fun. Thank you very much, everyone. And now let's move on to the downtown repeater. Yes, we're going downtown. Frank Foss Municipal Building, right across from the Border Water Supply. What's the chances of that? Anyway, yeah, the 146.980. If you're on that machine, like to check in, please call now.
Hotel 6 Golf Whiskey Uniform, Steve on the 98, no traffic, W86GWU.
This is Whiskey 5 Foxtrot Juliet Golf, Joe on the 90, no traffic. Thanks, Todd, W5FJG.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Yankee Delta, Christian and Pearl City on the 98. Got no traffic, Todd. Thanks for doing the net. WH6GYD.
Hotel 6 Echo Golf X-Rays and Jacob and Clee on the 98, no traffic, WH6EGX.
Kilo Hotel 6 Romeo Echo Golf, recheck on the 98 from Copper Lane, no traffic. That was awesome. Aloha.
Alrighty. At 1956 HST, this is WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And I'd like to announce the following station. Starting off that round, one of our other net controllers. Yeah, the third one so far. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Whiskey Uniform. Steven on 98 with a great signal, no traffic. And then Whiskey 5, Foxtrot Juliet Golf, Joe on the 98 with no traffic, great signal. And then Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Yankee Delta, Christian, great signal tonight. Sometimes on HT it's really marginal, but you sound great tonight there. Christian, thanks for checking in. And then we had Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Golf X-Ray, Jacob, with no traffic, great signal. And all the way from Jamaica, Kilo Hotel 6 Echo Romeo Golf, doing a radio check on the 98, great signal. You sounded great there, Reggie. And Reggie knows I'm just kidding about the Jamaica thing. I've never been there. Probably he hasn't either, but anyway. We'd like to think we've been there, yeah. Anyway, one of these days, maybe. Anyway, thanks a lot there, Reggie. Yeah, you did it. You sounded great on the 9.8. I can't tell which one you sounded better on. Oh, that's the only thing. So either one will work for you, Reggie. But thanks a lot for checking in. All right, let's move on to the leeward side of the island, or the west side. The 146.860. If you're on that machine, you'd like to check in, please call now. They're Alan and Todd and Jason. Please call now.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Romeo Oscar Allen and Eva Beach on the 146.860. No traffic tonight. Thank you, Todd. As always, sounded good. WH6GRO.
Well, I gave it a good long pause for cause there. I don't know what happened to Todd tonight. But I did get Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Romeo Oscar Allen. Great signal on the 86. Thanks a lot for checking in there, Alan, and got you down. Yeah, great time at the air show yesterday. Sam gave us, a couple of us, some VIP tickets and parking. And I'm talking about the guy who just had surgery on his clavicle, Admiral Sam Paparo. Anyway, I've known him for a few years now. I couldn't believe he gave me a beer hug after having surgery. First person he sees in the tent comes right up to me, gives me a bear hug. Anyway, great time yesterday. Anyway, yeah, great show, but it was very hot out there. All right, let's move on to the North Shore, which still had quite a bit of traffic from the air show today. Let's see, 146.760, Peacock Flats. PL tone is still 103.5 on that one. And then the Kahuka machine, 146.900. And of course, the PL tone on that is like all the others, 88.5. But Perry's going to let us know which ones are working or not working, or which one he's checking in on. So if you're on the North Shore, like to check in, please call now.
Whiskey Hotel 7 Delta, Perry and Laia. I'm on the Peacock Flats repeater tonight, but I've also listened to the 900, so they're both working. And thanks for the net, Todd, WH7D.
Kilo Hotel 7, Whiskey Mike, in and out.
Alrighty, I picked up two stations. Whiskey Hotel 7 Delta, Perry. Yeah, Whiskey Hotel 7 Delta, Perry. Come in on Peacock Flats, and also on Peacock Flats. Kilo Hotel 7 Whiskey Mike, Henry. And Henry did the coolest thing ever. I was at the air show, and he sent me a video of the Blue Angels flying through his backyard. I mean, really low, too. And they had the smoke going in the back and everything. So that gave me a pretty good idea from K-Bay where Wahiwa is in relation to K-Bay. So when you look on a map, it looks kind of far, but, you know, when those guys are going like 600 to 800 miles an hour, it's kind of hard to slow down. Anyway, thanks a lot, Henry, for the video. That was awesome. Appreciate it. All right, let's go to the windward side of the island, the big one. They utilize the Wamanela repeater, the 146.680. If you're on the windward side, like to check in, please call now. They're Joe, Tim, Randy, Gary, and anyone else out there. Please call now.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Papa Zulu, Joe and Conyo in the 680, no traffic. Mahalo, Mr. Todd, W86 GPZ.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Zulu Papa, Tim and Kailua on the 680, no traffic. Thank you, Todd, WH6 GZT.
Kilo Hotel 7 Echo Hotel Randy and Kaneohe on the 680, no traffic, KH7EH.
Alrighty, at 20:03 hours, this is WH6 DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. And I'd like to acknowledge the following stations. -1, Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Papa Zulu, Joe. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Zulu Papa. Yep, just the last two letters changed around. Tim. And then Kilo Hotel 7 Echo Hotel. Randy, Semper Fi there, Randy. And I was actually hoping to run into you out there yesterday, since this is your neck of the woods, but I think if I were you, I would just stayed home and drink beer in the backyard, because they were just all over the place. So anyway, thanks a lot there, Randy. Thanks for checking in. Semper Fi. So now what we do is any repeater, any mode, anyhow, 2 cans of string to do. Please call now.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Tango Echo, Brian and I air. No traffic. Calling in on the 88. Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Tango Echo.
All right, next to acknowledge Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Tango Echo. And Brian, your audio's really low tonight. Luckily, no one was checking in at the same time as you, or I would never heard you. But anyway, thanks a lot for checking in there, Brian. And I don't know if you saw the club email, but I mentioned your YouTube channel, and folks here can go there and listen to a lot of my nets that I do out here is on YouTube on Brian's channel under WH6ETE. So if you want a good idea of what you sound like when you check in, go ahead and go to that YouTube channel. And of course, you're going to have to listen to it like a podcast. But the good thing is you can put your earphones on and clean the house or drive the car, whatever, and hear the whole thing. My nets are usually quite long compared to the others, but it's worth a listen if you're a regular check-in and you just want to know what you sound like, kind of particular radio that you're using, and different repeaters. So anyway, anyone else like to check in before I go to the roundtable portion? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. At 20:06 hours, it's WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Nets. And let me go ahead and jump right into the weather. Okay, the high surf advisory we had in place did expire 6 p.m. tonight. It wasn't renewed. The special flood statement is already expired too. That expired 6 p.m. also, and that involved king tides. So, the other day was a Saturday. I was on North Shore, and I didn't have any problem with any nuisance flooding or anything like that. I was out there at Alihi Beach Park, so like right there around the harbor area. So I didn't go anywhere close where there could be any kind of flooding. So right now, currently, it's fair at 81 degrees. Humidity 73%. That's a little high, sticky. It winds out east-northeast at 10. That's why it feels sticky. And the dew point really up there, 72 degrees. So what's going on is Tropical Storm Harriet became a hurricane. It's about 500 miles north of Oahu right now. And this is the second named storm that took the northern route. But usually the northern route is closer to the islands, but this last two has been way up north. And that's not good. That means the sea surface temperatures are warm enough now. If we have a hurricane coming directly for the Big Island or take a southern route, look out. Be very cautious. Let me reset here real quick. All right, I was expecting the 98 machine to start IDing, but it didn't. So that tells me the sea surface temperatures are warm enough to sustain a major hurricane. Let me just put it that way. Now, Harriet is going to be blocking our trades, so the next 3-4 days is going to get really hot and muggy here because there's not going to be any wind. So, yeah. You might want to position those fans in your air conditioner, maybe clean the filters and all that good stuff, because you're going to be using it 24/7. It's just going to be real muggy. We are looking at mostly sunny conditions. We could get partly cloudy conditions on Thursday, but for the rest of the week, it's all sunny, which is not good if there's no wind and got all the humidity from Harriet coming in through what little trades we do have. So anyway, let's go ahead and make a last call for check-ins, rechecks, comments, questions. Please call now.
86, surf report.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Delta Bravo Alpha, George, recheck, different HT, W86 DBA.
W86 EGX, I had a question for the round table.
All right, I gave it a good long pause for the cause there. Let me first acknowledge Whiskey Hotel 6 Delta Bravo Alpha, George, who did a recheck for a signal report. You sound great. You sound a little bit better than when you're checking in when you're mobile there, George, but the radio did make a difference. You sound great right now. Over.
Roger that, thanks. I'm stationary in Kapolei. Thanks for the report, W86 DBA.
All right, thank you very much there, George, and you sound great. You sound better mobile, or no, I mean not mobile, but stationary. And let me acknowledge Kilo Hotel 6 Lima Kilo, Perry with a surf report. Let me see. Jacob had a recheck, Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Golf X-Ray. I don't know if you had a question, but let me go ahead and get Jacob out of the way, and then we'll go into Perry's surf report, because it's a little bit longer than just a question. So go ahead there, Jacob. WA6EGX. It's WH6DW for the ERC Nightly Net.
Hey Todd, thanks for doing the weather report. I was wondering what the name of that YouTube channel was that you were talking about, WH6EGX.
All right, an easy question. The name of that YouTube channel is Brian's call sign, Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Tango Echo. But when you type it in to the search bar for YouTube, lowercase WH6ETE, and you'll go right to it. In fact, you can actually, there's a click that you can do, and you can see all his different YouTube channels going back for months now. And you can pick out which ones you want to hear, which night you want to hear, which net controller you want to hear, that kind of thing. So if you're familiar with our schedule, you just look at a calendar and you figure it out really easy there, Jacob. So I hope that answers your question. But I'll go back to you just real quick there, Jacob. Is that all you needed? WH6DWF.
Big mahalo for that. Yeah, that would answer my question. WH6EGX back to net.
Alrighty. Now let's go to our main feature tonight. Kilo Hotel 6 Lima Kilo, Perry with his surf report. And you know what? Kind of stretched out a little bit there because I took a water pill a few hours ago, and well, you know the deal. Over you there, Perry. WH6DWF.
W86DWF, K86LK from the Wahiawa Ham Holly. Well, surf report today, Diamond Head, Waikiki, all of the South Shore, probably a good 1 to 3 feet, maybe some bigger sets, winding down from the big waves we had this weekend. Let's see, Sandy Beach is the biggest spot, running 4 to 6 feet, Makaputu to 4. And if you're on the North Shore, just remind you it's a good time to go pick puka shells and get out your fishing gear. And Makaha 1 to 3. Kimo, the Hawaiian surf monkey here, he was pooped out today. He had a heavy weekend of surfing. All he did all morning was get his brush, and he was picking wax out of his fur from head to toe all day long. And then after lunch, he took another shower in Pantene, and then he greased himself down with conditioner, and then back in the shower, still picking that wax out. But can't wipe that smile off the face. He must have had a lot of monkey barrels yesterday. So, yep. And don't forget, Kimo, the Hawaiian surf monkey. That's a real monkey that I had when I was a kid. We named him Kimo. My dad ran an amusement park, and one of his guys had spider monkeys. This one spider monkey was getting beat up all the time. So he asked my dad, if you want him, you can have him. I'll give you the cage, food, and everything. So we were the only kids in the neighborhood. Everybody had cats and dogs, and we had a monkey. We named him Chemo. He would go out and walk with us, ride on bikes, watch TV. He's a great monkey. Then we went on a vacation, and somehow he got out of his cage. He was a smart monkey. And we asked everybody, have you guys seen Chemo? And then finally our neighbors came home, and they said, yeah, we found Chemo. He's upstairs in the sink. So we all ran up there and got him. Well, he ate a bar of soap, and he was as stiff as a board. So that was the end of Chemo. Hey, thank you, Todd, for doing a wonderful net, and K86LK back to net control.
Oh, K86LK, W860WF. Wow, sad ending. Really sad ending. In Vietnam, I just had a buddy of mine yesterday tell me about a spider monkey that hopped on the back of 6x, and they fed it a little bit of food and thought he'd hop back off. No, he was hooked. He was attached, and they kept him in their hooch as a pet. And pretty smart spider monkey too. And he'd hop on their shoulder everywhere they went. They go out in the bush here in Vietnam and everything. And that monkey was smart. He could smell the enemy. They think he was responsible for saving a lot of lives over there. And of course, when they had to rotate back to the States, they couldn't keep him. But one of the things that was mentioned was, they had a lot of Mary Jane over there, and they had a big bag of it. The darn thing picked all the seeds and ate them. And he didn't die though, but he was really in his realm, when we put it that way. But yeah, let me reset here real quick. And that reminds me there, Perry, when I first moved here, I had an offer to raise spider monkeys to become service animals here. It was just someone I had run into and sent me all the information and stuff. And I just, being a renter over the Waikiki Banyan where they were really strict, I figured, oh, that's a good way to get kicked out, but it did cross my mind, but nah, if you own a house, if I owned the house, no problem, but being a renter, it doesn't usually fly very well with the HOA folks and their boards. But anyway, thanks a lot there, Perry, for bringing that to our attention, and yeah, sad ending. Anyway, I'll make this last call for check-ins, comments, questions, or recheck before I close the net. Please call now.
86LK, comment.
86LK, W860WF. Go ahead there with your comments. The mic's yours.
I don't know how many of you youngins is going to remember this, but when I was a kid, on the corner of Cam Highway and Waimana Home Road, there was a bar there, and it was called, what was that thing called, man? I'm trying to think. Oh, the Pearl City Tavern. That's where there's a car dealership right there right now. But they used to have a monkey bar. And I remember the first time I wandered in there as a kid. We rode our bicycles down there. And we wandered in because the guy said, come on in, you guys want to see the monkeys? And we didn't know they had monkeys in there, but behind the bar they had a whole glass wall with monkeys, and I thought it was hilarious. These monkeys get to live and watch everybody get drunk every night. I bet those monkeys had a ball. Yeah, the old Pearl City Tavern, monkey bar. Back to you there, K86LK.
86LK, this is W860WF here at 2019 hours. Yeah, animals, they're a lot smarter than we give them credit for. And we have several feral cat populations here, and all they need is forever homes. So there's a lot of times during the year that the Humane Society will give people breaks on adopting the cats over there. they'll waive the, what do you call that, the adoption fees and stuff like that. And a lot of times they neuter and chip those cats and stuff too. And then a lot of people who feed those cats, they're not just feeding those cats; they're also helping to trap them, so they get fixed and chipped, so that we can keep the feral populations down. But a lot of them are just really big. And let me reset here. WH6DWF. So I have 3 cats that are chipped and fixed, and I tell you what, they for my PTSDs, they're perfect. They help me cope with life. They give me things to do. I feed them every day, and talk to them, and they talk back. And you guys heard last Friday. Aiko sit right next to me, tell me there's a moth out here, and she was pretty loud. Everyone could hear her. So, but that's animals need people, and people need animals. So let me put it that way. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for checking in tonight. And let me reset. So with no more check-ins, this is Net Control closing ERC Nightly Nets. We'd like to thank all the stations checking in, participating this evening. Please join us tomorrow night for another ERC Net session with Bob, WH6I, who checked in earlier. And then immediately following Bob's net is Dr. Frank's Swap and Shop. And they had some new ads last Tuesday, so make sure you have your pen and paper ready. And especially if you're in the market for like a mobile rig or something like that, this is hurricane season, so don't count on the HT to get you into a repeater when it's just howling outside from the high winds and rain. And the rain absorbs the RF. You'll be lucky to hit the diamond head repeater, less than a mile away, which was the case I had a long time ago. 50-watt rig, and I could barely hit the diamond head repeater. But that's what prompted me to buy the FT2900R. Anyway, so if you're looking for equipment, listen to the Swap and Shop every Tuesday night. All right, I'll now return these repeaters back to normal amateur use. Until next time, Aloha 73. Y'all have a great work week and try to stay cool. WH6DWF clear on the 146.98 machine. Aloha.